And we're back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me, as always, Tyler.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. At the moment the music started, I'm like, I could crack open a cold one.
With the boys.
With the boys. Well, the boy.
Saturdays
You're
for
my
the
boy.
boys. You ever hear that?
I was going to ask you if you wanted a beer. I forgot, and then you got more coffee.
I did get more coffee, but that does not exclude me for having beer. Although I should say this. By the time you're listening to this, it's over, but I'm going to Beer Fest tonight.
Oh.
Which is in Pittsburgh. Okay. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it went well.
Appreciate
Hopefully
the
I'm
invite.
still
That was
alive.
fun. Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time. I love beer. Beer's fantastic.
It's fine.
It's been around for thousands of years.
It's the oldest alcohol. I found that out, yeah.
Beer?
Yeah.
It has to be, right?
I don't know. I
Older than wine? No way.
No, I'm sure it's wine.
It's got to be wine, right?
Yeah.
Like Jesus was like, hey guys, wine.
Yeah. I don't know why people suddenly are making that joke constantly.
What?
With Jesus and wine. Like
That's a
I've heard
classic.
it multiple times where it's like, oh yeah, Jesus went into a bar, got water, of course, because the whole wine joke or the trick or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's just like I saw an uptick of that in TikTok.
Interesting.
Have I talked to you about the TikTok conspiracies where I watched it for maybe like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
And in that time span, McDonald's popped up like 5 different times.
Should we get
But,
McDonald's stock?
But like organic ways. Like it's not like an ad.
Yeah.
It's like
like through people's video.
You saw like a bag of McDonald's sitting on a counter, but
Wow.
like with the logo pointed toward you and stuff like that. It was just like bizarre stuff, man. I felt like I was like, oh, okay, what's going on?
McDonald's to the moon.
Yeah. So something's going on with McDonald's and Jesus, but
Yeah, like you show a picture of Jesus, you show a picture of McDonald's, keep flashing back and forth, and then you're like, wow, McDonald's is my savior, right?
oof.
That's kind of maybe the route they're going.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You don't do TikTok, huh?
No,
I send
think
you TikToks all the time.
TikTok is the death of society.
Yeah.
I think it's
Or social
absolutely.
media. Yeah.
Well, dude, think about it. I mean, it's these like 30-second. I don't know how long they are. They're very short, one after another.
Yeah.
That's fucking plugging into the Matrix, bro.
Buddy, I went from I really don't want to play a video game because I just don't have the time to get into it.
Yeah.
To I really don't want to do a movie because that's a 2.5 hour commitment. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm doing TV. That's too long. Now I'm on my
I need 30
15
seconds. I need a minute.
Yeah.
It's, give me juice.
Give
Juice me
give
up.
just part one until I realize it's part one, and then that's the thing now is people will split up like TV shows into multiple parts on TikTok.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doomed, I think, probably, eventually. We're so young, though, as a country. It's like, it's hard for me to believe, but maybe it's this. Maybe we got too big too fast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're too big too fast. We couldn't handle it, and then we're going to implode.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Could be.
It could be, but maybe not. Maybe we go to space.
You think we go to space in our lifetime?
Here's the thing. Maybe. I think so.
We have
it
to,
has
right?
to, yeah. Because things are moving at such an exponential rate. Who knows what 50 years from now is going to be like? And
Yeah.
that's our lifetime still. I mean, you'll only be
Hope
like
so.
126, right? So it's like,
Give or take.
yeah. So it's like, I mean, life expectancy will easily be 200
Yeah.
with all the biochips we're going to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll be in space. As soon as we meet the extraterrestrial life, that's when humanity comes together, man. That's when Tyler cries at the Independence Day.
Oh,
speech.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's such an overrated speech. I know we still have to do our top 5 monologues, and I'm sure that will get brought up.
I think you love that movie.
I actually like the second one.
Oh my God.
I know. It's not a popular
just
opinion.
when I think you can't have a worse take.
I know. It's bad. I know.
What?
But we walked out of that movie, and
Okay.
I was like, that's a pretty good, like, I like the movie.
I think this is an interesting thought experiment here. It's not even a thought experiment. It's a realization of what you are.
Okay.
I think you value experiences outweigh everything else in terms of like the
Okay.
entertainment that you consume. Like the experience you have with it weights it in such a manner that like episode 1 is now your second favorite Star Wars movie just because of
Everything surrounding it.
everything surrounding it. The way in which you consumed it initially.
Sure.
You were the prime age, the feeling of waiting for it to come out, seeing it in the theaters
Yeah.
for that first time,
There is a correlation there.
It has to be. It has to be because your takes are so bad
Yeah.
that it can't be the substance of it, obviously, because it's universally known that episode 1's not good, that Independence Day 2 is not as good as the first one, that Eggo waffles aren't the best waffle.
You can't go to just, man. All right.
But
feel-
something about that first time you did it or how it makes you feel,
Yeah.
I think that's what it has to be.
I feel like you're talking to me and then you're like, hey, look over there. And then you kick me in the nuts with the Eggo waffles. I feel like that was just a cheap shot.
It's the worst take you've ever had in your entire life.
That's silly. I made
One
you
of.
watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and said it was great.
Yeah, but you never said League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is the greatest movie ever created.
I never said Independence Day 2 was either. I just
That's why I
enjoyed
keep
that
bringing it.
movie.
No, I'm saying Eggo waffles
Eggo waffles
is the worst take you've ever had because that's like you saying Independence Day 2. Give me, let me see any other movie. I will say League of Extraordinary Gentlemen beats them all. I don't care.
Yeah, I won't say that.
That's what you're saying in the Eggo waffle argument.
I will. Well, I can't even say that either. I was going to say, out of all Sean Conroy's movies,
You said you'd have an Eggo waffle over any other waffle, and the research department also confirmed that you said you'd take it over a steak, egg, and cheese bagel at McDonald's. Ridiculous.
Something. I must have really wanted an Eggo waffle at that
No,
point.
I think
Something's-
you are just a contrarian, and you love making me upset.
50% of that is correct.
Absolutely.
I don't know which, but
It's,
50%
flip
of
a
it,
coin, baby. We'll find out.
depending on the day.
I don't know, man.
I have a crazy trivia thing that you might enjoy.
Okay.
So Nicolas Cage is doing there's like a 6-episode series on Netflix that's the history of swearing. So they pick a swear word per episode.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first one was the F word. And they do a 30-minute kind of segment on like the history of it.
Yeah.
Out of Hollywood's actors, and I'll give you a hint, it's a male. Out of Hollywood's actors, do you know who said the F word most in films?
Al Pacino.
No. He's top 10.
Scarface was the most F-bombs in a movie ever for a while.
Sure, but I'm talking total in their film career so far to date.
They're still alive.
They are still alive. You'll never get it.
I'll never get it. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
No.
You said I'd never get it.
You'll never get it. No,
okay, who is it? Who is it?
You'll never get it. I'll give you. You want to do quick
just
20
fucking tell me.
questions?
No.
Oh, but it's so much fun. Chelsea,
Okay.
I told Chelsea
I'm very
I gave,
bad at actors.
I told Chelsea I'd give her $100. I gave Chelsea. I gave her 3 yes or no questions.
Okay.
And I already told her it was a male.
Yeah.
So she had 3 questions.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you her 3 questions. Question 1. Under 40.
Okay.
All right. So the age is under 40.
Tyler, I don't know
Question
actors.
2.
That's the problem. It's not that I don't want to play the game. It's that I don't.
All right. No, I just think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's for the listeners.
Yeah, for the listeners.
Under 40. I actually told her he's 39.
Okay.
He has never been in a Marvel movie. So never in a Marvel superhero movie. Okay.
Marvel superhero movie.
Correct.
TV show?
I'll go further and say never in a Marvel property of TV or movie.
Okay, shit. Okay.
And he's white.
See, I was gonna say like Tom Hardy or something, but
he
was like Venom, right?
And so I gave her those 3 questions.
Okay.
And I said, every time you guess somebody, I'm cutting your money in half. So I gave her 100, then 50, and then 25. So she guessed who's the SNL guy? Tattoos.
Pete Davidson?
Yeah, exactly.
Or no.
She guessed him.
Oh, Pete Davidson?
Yeah, Pete Davidson, not him.
He's not 39. He's younger than that.
Probably.
Yeah. The age is what gives it away, but I don't fucking know actors. Who else did she guess?
I think she gave up.
Oh.
I was like, look, just
Pete
say 2
Davidson.
names.
Yeah. That's all I had.
Just watch it. And
Who's the
screaming
dwarf in Game of Thrones? He's not a dwarf. He's in Marvel though. Fuck, because he was a dwarf.
He
was a dwarf in Marvel.
he was.
I mean dwarf, not as in like
Yeah.
he was like wasn't he like a dwarven god in Marvel? He made the hammer for Thor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be misconstrued with
No,
like
yeah,
an
yeah.
offensive term.
You're talking
Dinklage.
Dinklage. Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
He's got to be like 39,
Known
right?
for his Destiny stuff. No, I'm sure he's over 39.
Really?
I think so. I'll look it up while you can keep
I don't know,
floundering. I love watching you flounder. You ready?
Dude, I don't know actors' names. I don't fucking know. Let me think.
All right.
White
All
guy.
right. Peter Dinklage is 53.
All right. He looks younger.
Does he?
I don't know.
Okay.
Orlando Bloom.
Ooh, that's a good one. No, it's not him. Yeah. You got to think about movies, right? Like
I'm thinking about. No, I can't think about movies. I thought it was Al Pacino. I thought Al Pacino was the lock.
He said the F. Do you know how many times Al Pacino said the F word in Scarface?
Over 100.
So I'll give you a huge hint. This actor said the F word 109 times in Wolf of Wall Street.
Leo?
No. Leo's over,
over
39.
Yeah, Jonah Hill.
Coming. There he is. Jonah Hill. And I'm talking
sense. That makes sense.
Jonah Hill, because you got to think like all the kind of raunchy movies he's done and stuff.
Exactly. That does make sense.
But that's beating out like Samuel L. Jackson.
That's surprising.
Right?
I should have guessed Samuel L. Jackson. That's a great
He's
guess.
up there. I think he's like third or fourth. Yeah.
Is that why you said not in
Leo, I
Marvel?
think is 3.
3?
I think.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Jonah Hill. Good for him, man.
Anyway, I don't think it's a very good series on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I bet it's an interesting premise.
It is, and it's funny to watch. Like Nicolas Cage is so self-aware at this point that
he's a meme.
So I bought. Hey, did you watch the Weight of Massive Talent or whatever, where he plays himself?
He plays himself now.
Yeah. So I bought that on 4K because it was like $15.
Bought it.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, it's $15 to rent it, or I can own the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital for $15. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna
wait. 14 to rent.
Yeah, it's
and
$14.99
to own.
$14.99 for both. So either you rent it on, or not. I'm sorry, not rent to buy it digitally.
Oh. I was like, that's not how that works.
It's like $5.99 or something to rent.
That's not how that works.
But I was like, okay, for $10 more, I can just own it, and if I like it, yeah. But if I like it, I don't know. All right, but I bought that. I bought Everything Everywhere All at Once. I bought those 2 movies for $30.
And you watched them?
No, they're going to be here on the 2nd.
Oh, they're actual.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Hard copies.
Those are the first movies I bought since COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I've bought a movie.
Why those?
Physical ones. Just because I'm seeing Pedro Pascal everywhere, and the meme of just, did I send you that meme where it's like him there in the car? It's like all over the place.
Yeah.
I saw a couple clips from it, and they're pretty funny. So I'm going to watch them first, and if I like them, that might be one of your assignments, and I'll just give you the Blu-ray.
Do I have a... I'm trying to think if my PS5 is the Blu-ray one.
It is. What do you mean? Oh, you don't have you have to have a slot in that.
Thinking.
Okay.
I don't know.
Huh?
Wasn't there a version that doesn't have the disc drive?
There is. Yeah, it just seems like a...
I think I do.
Yeah.
I think I bought the more expensive one because I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, well...
I need to watch Planet Earth 2 on that. Dude, we need to watch it on yours, man. I need to watch it in OLED
bring
4K.
it back. Like, yes, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take my TV to your place. So between the two, I think you bring the DVD back here. I think that's the way to do it.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I brought my hard drive.
Okay.
And I left it outside.
Okay.
I was in my driveway and I was taking my car cover off, so I put it on my mom's car.
Yeah.
And it is still sitting there because I forgot to take it with me.
Oh, like today?
Yeah. It's sitting in my driveway. I just realized that. And I'm like,
I'm sure it's fine.
Probably.
It's like 45 degrees outside.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
It was snowing this morning.
Dude, Pittsburgh is so weird for weather.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I going to say? I'm not even sure what I was going to say, but
I don't know. We're just kind of riffing.
We are riffing today. We do have a lot to talk about. And by a lot, I mean not a lot at all. I don't know if you wanted to jump into one of our scheduled
Speaking of buying movies.
Yeah.
I bought Office Space.
You bought it?
Yeah, it was I think it was $4.99 to rent or $3.99 to rent and like $1 more to buy it.
What if you just never made these purchases and just invested all that money?
I'd probably be better off.
Probably.
Yeah.
But into like something crazy like GameStop.
GameStop?
GameStop.
GameStop.
GameStop. Stock.
Let me talk about Office Space, because you are not the first person to be like, oh, have you seen Office Space? You really need to see Office Space.
Yeah.
Office Space.
Well, anyone who works in a
Space.
corporate environment
Yeah.
or in an office,
Yep.
that's the movie.
I thought Office Space had a fantastic opening, and I thought it was hilarious. And then as the movie kept going, I was getting less and less interested in it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the whole premise of Office Space, because obviously you knew it, but for people who haven't seen Office Space, it's this guy who just hates his job, and it's just this monotonous, like going into a corporate office. Everybody hates their job. Everyone's just going through the motions, and it's just kind of. I was getting triggered. I think I texted you when I first started watching it. I was just like, "This is not." If this whole movie is just like shining a giant spotlight on how corporate office works and how terrible it is, but like. It's like, okay, so it's clear and people know that it's bad and nothing's changing, which just triggers me. But anyway, then he gets hypnotized that like, you're just not going to care. It's fine. You're just not going to care. And then the therapist dies. So he just doesn't care for, I guess, the rest of the movie. I don't know. It kind of like fizzles out, right?
Yeah.
But then he just goes in the office and does nothing and then gets promoted for it, which also triggered me a little bit. Where it's just like, okay, like you're being absolutely just garbage at your job, and people think that, you're a straight shooter. Let's give you more motivation or something like that. Jennifer Aniston's in it. I might be in love with Jennifer Aniston.
Get in line, man.
Yeah. I never was big on her, but
Really?
yeah, in this movie I was just like, okay. Like a little
She's amazing.
young Jennifer. I don't know.
That's it.
That was it.
Okay.
Look, it was okay. I think it was funny. I think it skated that line between like, yeah, it's funny. I see why people want me to like watch it because it is very corporate. But like when you put up against like The Office, it's like it's almost too real that like, yeah, it's funny, but also it's too in line with what corporate is like.
Yeah.
It's not funny enough. I think. Like, I guess I was expecting it to be more funny or have some sort of extra punchline. It was just like, no, like it's just like everyone's just miserable, and then eventually they burn the building down.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It was fine. I'm glad I eventually watched it. I think I was expecting more. If I'm being honest.
No, I think definitely that movie's super hyped, and one of the biggest recommendations everyone gets. Like I said, anyone who works in an office environment.
Yeah.
Not space.
Yeah. Well.
Gets recommended that movie. The reason I love this movie so much is because the main character is like my hero did.
Yeah.
I want to not care like
Yep.
he does. I want to come to that realization where I figure out what in my life is the most important. In his case, it's Jennifer Aniston, obviously.
Right.
But dude, that's just like the dream, man. Like, it's not even like obviously The Office is more funny, but it's not even like it is a funny movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the point of it for me. The point of it for me is like just coming to this realization of like, yep, this shit doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it. Makes me happy, and come to this realization of like not caring, but understanding that you have to care about some things, right? And you just find what you value most.
Yeah.
And then fit your life around those things.
But like, here's the thing: he's hypnotized in the beginning of the movie to just not care.
Right.
Then he kind of does start caring whenever like his,
going to
like,
jail kind of snaps you out of it.
Yeah,
I
because they're
would've-
like siphoning money from the company.
yeah.
But then like so is he snapped out of his hypnotism,
Yeah.
or is
Yeah.
okay? Like, but that's not like a definitive point in the.
No, I don't think it's
movie.
obvious. I think it's like he comes to this balance of
Mhm.
he was on one extreme, then the other, and then he has this realization of like, okay, well, I can't just do nothing and
Yeah.
this and that. But
So now he
he's
works in
like,
construction.
yeah, well, I love it. He's like, yep, I want to be outside.
Mhm.
I want a stable job. I want to keep my girlfriend. He comes to this realization of what's important in his life and how can
Yeah.
and that's true happiness.
Yeah.
He is happy at the end of that movie. It's very inspirational
but
to
is
me.
he
I don't
just
know.
hypnotized to be happy?
No.
Is he truly happy?
No, he breaks out of his hypnotism.
Yeah, but when? Point to it. Be like, hey, this is when he
Tyler,
comes out.
not
of it,
everything
you
is
know?
black and white, man.
I know,
Sometimes it's a
just-
process.
It's
a process.
All right. It was a fine movie.
I enjoy
I
it.
didn't-
Anytime I have a bad day at work, man, I return to that movie and it gives me so much hope.
Well, if you ever need a digital copy,
I'll never
I
give
have
it back to you, but
That's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
So you thought it was okay, but you bought the movie.
For $1, for as many people that said, hey, you need to watch this movie,
Yeah.
I was like, well, for $1, if I like it, I may as well just own it.
Oh, you bought it before. I got you.
What do you mean?
You bought it before you watched it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you watched and you were like, oh man, I got to have this movie.
No, because then I would have paid like $12 to rent it and then buy it.
Oh,
I'm saying it was $4 to rent or $5 to buy.
I thought you got the physical version.
No.
Oh, you didn't get the physical version.
No,
Okay.
I bought it off of iTunes or whatever.
Gotcha.
Apple TV.
Apple TV.
My eye keeps twitching. I hate it.
That's a good sign.
Nope. It's terrible. It's just stress, man.
No, it might be like your body getting in extra exercise.
Oh yeah.
It might be.
Is that it?
Could be. It's more calories
Yeah.
every twitch of the eye,
Okay.
I would think.
Probably. Sure.
All right. Anyways,
What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My assignment this week was V for Vendetta.
Yeah. Hit me.
As I stated last time, or maybe 2 times ago, I was very excited for this movie because I was scrolling through my anime list and there's all these like news articles that come out.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite anime of all time is Code Geass. And there was this thread that was like, hey, you guys like this anime? You should watch V for Vendetta. There's a lot of similar themes to this. I was like, oh, Tyler wants me to watch that. So I got very excited. So I watched this movie and of course it was really good. It was fantastic. Is it like my top 10? No, I don't think it breaks my top 10. I think there's a couple, like, I don't think it's like a perfect movie.
Okay.
Because I think like, I don't know if you agree with this. I think it's so involved and there's so much going on that it kind of needed more than 2 hours.
I agree with you, but the beauty with that movie, and this is why it is in my top 10, is every time I watched it,
Yes.
I saw something different.
And I think I totally agree with that. I need to watch it again. This is a movie that exactly every time you watch it, you're going to gain a better perspective. Because there are some things I was confused about. Like they showed in the beginning, like some random guy blowing something up, but then they keep referencing that kind of, but you don't really know what that was.
Yeah.
Do I need to know British history for that? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know.
Did you figure out who the voice was?
Oh no, I didn't. Who was it?
Elrond from Lord of the Rings. Agent Smith.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I forget his name. I don't know.
Is that the guy who, so he voices him, but the actor who actually does the work is probably different? Or is it just him?
I think it's just him.
It's just him in the...
I think so. I mean, this came out forever ago. Like he was young
2006.
enough to, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways...
I could be wrong. Research department can get on that, but
yeah. No, the movie was great though, dude. There's always something about a dystopian future that people gravitate towards. Makes great stories. And then toppling it, of course.
You like those revolution stories, yeah.
Dude, it's like, I don't know, it gets the juices flowing. Maybe
Sure.
that's the American blood in us where we just love a good
the
old
rebels.
revolution. But I don't know, man. It was just good. Like the main character or whatever just has all these big brain plays where it's all set up. Like one of my favorite scenes is
So,
like
so you think he's the main character, or you don't think Natalie Portman is the protagonist there?
nah.
Wow. Okay.
He's
Interesting.
the catalyst for everything.
Sure.
Like I understand he's passing the baton to her, but
Yeah. It's like a very Fight Club thing.
It's him, right?
Yeah. I guess.
Well, in Fight Club, I mean,
that's a whole other conversation.
that's a whole
but
other
yeah,
conversation.
Okay.
But
No, that's fair.
so, yeah, I think he's the main character.
All right.
Anyways, the one scene where the investigator goes to the scene of like where the experiments were happening and shit, like that was burned down, and he's like, I just saw it all, man. Like it's all connected or whatever. I just thought it was really cool. Is they don't go super into detail like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen where they tell you everything. It's like, very nuanced.
No tigers show up.
tigers.
Yeah.
That's the worst movie. Anyways, it's, I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. Like I am a sucker for like big brain plays. Like the plot was, this was planned the whole time. It was always going to be this.
Yeah.
The threads were always connected. I don't know. The dominoes.
I could see that. Like, given how you liked like Seven and
Yeah.
and the Shutter Island and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you like kind of like the
Where you get to the end,
aha
you're
at
like,
end.
yeah. But I don't think the aha in this movie is as big as like Shutter Island,
you're
where
right.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, or like Seven.
But
I think,
watching it, you do get
Yeah.
that like, oh, I picked this out this time, or
Yeah.
oh, I realized, I get you.
no, I'm excited to definitely revisit it at a different time. But it was awesome. I mean, the fight scenes were good. I thought
Do they hold up? I've yet to see it again
it's
fairly recently.
not the best thing I've ever seen. I think they hold up well enough, though.
Okay.
I think they hold up well enough for sure. I know, like at the end when he's like going crazy and it's like the bullet time. It's a little early 2000s cheese, but not bad.
Look,
by
man,
any
when
means.
you have Matrix coming out, you can't like
Yeah,
you
100%.
can't have Mr. Smith in it without bullet time.
Natalie Portman was great though.
Yeah,
I really don't like her as an actress,
I completely agree.
but man, she was good in this.
I can't stand her in the Thor movies. I can't.
Oh
stand
my god, yeah.
I
But she was really good in this.
Yep.
So that was great. I thought the bad guys were fantastic. Like the Chancellor was amazing.
John Hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, like when he's on that big screen and talk, you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's very
he's nailing-
1984, yeah.
yeah. No, I love it. Yeah, but no, it's so nuanced. It's like it's very show not tell. It's very like you said that. I think those types of movies are when you start picking things out because it's very, carefully laid out and planned.
yeah.
So I don't know. I had a very good time with it. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I'm glad. That's good. No, I was like, oh, what if you like? What if you're like, this sucks?
No, it doesn't suck.
I guess it's easy enough because like that is a pretty highly rated. Would it get like an 87 or something like that? Like
Mid 80s.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
high up there.
It's not legendary, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I don't know what you do to improve the movie, but I think there's like, I don't know. I just think there's more to it than they're able to show in 2 hours. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. And like you said, maybe I need to just watch it more and then because I'm sure I missed a ton of
Yeah, but
stuff.
I mean, when I say I watched it again, it wasn't like I immediately rewound it and then like played it again. It was just like, like for instance, whenever I watch it again, it'll be like fifth time I've seen it.
Did you watch it again? I know you said you
No,
might.
I thought it was in like Netflix or something, and this is just me being lazy. Where I'm just like, there's no streaming service that has it.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't bring
Just buy
myself.
it.
I own it on Blu-ray or whatever. I couldn't bring myself to do it. And
Take it out of the case and put it in.
Well, no, because I have to go through I have like 100 DVDs in the box, and I have to go and like find it.
Oh, I see.
Just
a
I
lot of
wasn't feeling
DVDs.
it. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
Well, all right. No,
What's,
I appreciate the assignment, Tyler. That was good. You're expanding my horizons. And here's the thing, too. So the anime I was talking about came out in 2008. This
Okay.
came out in 2006. So now I'm like, oh, wow. This probably inspired my favorite.
Because this is a comic
show.
book too, I believe.
Yeah, there was the DC logo at the beginning. So it was
Yeah.
like, maybe it was like a graphic novel or something. I don't
Well, that's
know.
why I thought it was going to be on HBO. Because I'm like, well,
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
DC. Like,
Yeah.
I assume HBO has it, but no.
No, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna see what the background of the movie was before I came, but I didn't.
Whatever. Hey,
Yeah, whatever.
no, as long as you enjoyed it.
No, I did enjoy it.
Have you seen Fury Road, Mad Max,
Mad Max Fury Road. When did that come out?
with Tom Hardy? It's been a while. Came out a while ago.
Like 2012,
Yeah, sure.
15?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
You've never seen it.
No.
So Furiosa, like Charisse Theron, Clarice.
What?
Clarice Theron.
What are you saying?
What's her name? I think it's Charisse Theron.
I don't know.
And Tom Hardy is
I know
Mad
Tom
Max.
Hardy.
So
Is that a remake of a movie?
no? It's continuation. So
Oh, it's a sequel?
Yeah, but obviously different cast because Mel Gibson was Mad Max originally for like
Oh.
2 movies, I think.
No,
Or
I've never
three
seen it.
movies. The first 2, and then I think the third one was not super well received or something like that.
You're asking me and I don't know. the
Yeah,
answer.
no, I know. So you've never seen it. That's
Never.
actually amazing.
No.
All right, well that's it then.
That's my assignment.
100%. Yeah.
Mad Max Fury Road. I
Yeah.
know that was very popular, so there are a lot of good.
You actually stopped me on the last half hour of it. Whenever you're like, hey, I'm going to come over at 3. I'm like, all right, done.
So we're
I'm
still
finishing it up.
dishing out movies.
It's so good. Well, we don't have to, but
No,
I'm watching it and I'm like, I hope you didn't see this because I want you to watch this.
I did not come prepared with a movie recommendation, so I'm going to do it on the spot.
Or just do it later on. We'll
No.
throw it on Twitter.
No, I love this.
Okay.
Pressure is. Have you ever seen American Gangster with Denzel Washington?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So that is the first time that I was in the theater with me and my dad,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of vaginas in that movie.
No, they're not.
An American Gangster?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
Vaginas?
Yeah.
No, there's not.
When they're
You're thinking of a
they're-
different movie.
When they're doing the cocaine and they're packing cocaine and stuff.
Cocaine.
And just so they
are
can't,
naked.
Yeah.
I don't think there's vagina. There's titties.
Because it's very awkward. I feel like I don't forget that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
But we leave. And
You left?
No.
Oh.
We watched it.
Oh,
and then we leave.
Yeah,
and my
it's just-
dad's
yeah, that's-
smirking the whole time. He's like, okay, you're not telling your mother.
Yeah. Nice.
I was like, okay.
That's a nice father
Yeah.
son moment.
Man, that is a lot of, that's some swearing. That's some nudity. Like, I don't even know
such a
why
good movie,
we
man.
went to see that movie.
Because it's fucking Denzel and he's
But
the
I
goat,
was
dude.
like young.
Oh.
Like, I couldn't drive yet.
Hey,
so I had to
good-
be
Good movie's a good movie, man.
pre-16.
Good movie's a good movie.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a great. It's not my top 10, but it's flirting with it. Like,
Really?
yeah, because Denzel is amazing, and I love his character in that. But I love the cop in that movie too. Oh man, it's just such a good movie. That's such a fucking.
I mean,
good
I could
movie.
watch it again. Like, it's been a while.
No,
Obviously,
no.
I saw when it came out, but
No, I'm thinking here. Have you ever seen Gangs of New York with Leo?
oh
and-
yeah, because that's when I watched John C. Reilly, and I'm like, holy crap,
Yeah.
this guy's an actor.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
a great movie.
I
too.
hate Brothers, and this
yeah,
guy is
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Step Brothers. You're saying?
yeah. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Step Brothers. Yeah, because Brothers is a different movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. Is that with him and is that the same thing?
No, Brothers is dude comes back from
Oh yeah, that's
Iraq or something.
Toby.
No, it's Jake Gyllenhaal, I think.
No, but his brother is Spider-Man.
Is it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay,
I think.
sure. The only thing I
his
remember
brother's
from that
the one
movie,
who comes back and is like crazy.
but the only yeah, I guess you might
It's
be right.
Toby Maguire. Is that his name?
You sure it's not Elijah Wood? Yeah, I guess Tobey Maguire makes more sense there.
It's definitely Toby Maguire.
Yeah. The only thing that I remember from that movie is the little girl in that movie. I thought that was kind of like a new generation of kid actors,
Yeah.
where up to that point, kid actors are just kind of like, they're kids and they're kind of like fumbling around.
Right.
Holy cow, was she an amazing actress.
Yeah.
And she was like just some super young kid, but she was
Turns
very,
out
very
it's
good.
not a new generation. It's just diamond in the rough.
Yeah, well, no,
Kid actors are always terrible.
I don't know, man. I think kid actors nowadays are like way better than
I think
they
actors
have been.
nowadays are way better.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good point.
Maybe maybe the child actor has made more leaps than
Do you? So, this is kind of out of nowhere, but
yeah.
speaking of good actors, I'm watching Shrinking. Did I tell you this already?
No.
On Apple TV?
No.
It's by the writer, either writers or directors or whatever, of Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
So it's trying to be kind of this like feel good thing, and it's Harrison Ford is a psychiatrist.
Oh, you
In
were
that
talking
one?
about this. Yeah.
Holy crap! That is the best role I've seen Harrison Ford do in like
Ever?
10 years.
Ever?
Not ever. Well, you know what?
Ever?
You know what? You know what?
What?
Maybe.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that, like, obviously Han Solo is like my guy. Indiana Jones, love him.
Is
But
Han Solo
he-
in your top 10 characters of all time?
Yes.
And Indiana Jones?
No.
Interesting.
No, I care about Han Solo more than Indiana Jones.
Jack Sparrow's number one, though.
Yes.
That's amazing. He is good.
I can't think of a better character than Jack Sparrow.
Cookie Monster, but yeah.
Well, okay, we can't.
I'm not going to rehash this, but it is
yeah, fair
true.
enough. Okay.
It is true.
Um,
The more I think about it.
but Harrison Ford has Parkinson's in the show,
Right.
and like his just subtle little acting. So in this past episode we just watched last night because a new one came out, he was eating weed gummies,
Yeah.
and he's like, high out of his mind. He's eating his Thai and just freaking out. And it's like the funniest stuff in the world. Like I love, he's so good. And then I'm watching this thing and I'm like, where was this acting in episode 7? Like it was just gone.
Yeah, episode 7 was so bad. But it's because he was passionate about it. And he fucking hates Star Wars.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
But you would think if you're really a good actor, right, you can hate it.
Yeah, and just go past it.
But because that's the point, right? You're acting. I don't know.
I'm just happy I get to see him do something good.
Dude, I can't even find my top movies. Where did that go?
What do you mean?
I had my top 10 movies.
Oh, in your notes?
In my notes, and here it is. It's way down there.
I really need to make that so I can start giving you
man,
some stuff.
what am I going to give you? You've seen Good Will Hunting, right? I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
I think you should definitely watch it again, but I don't know if I'm going to give that to you now. What about Saving Private Ryan? Should I give you that?
Buddy, I'll do that one for free.
I know.
Oh, that's so good.
Have you ever seen Whiplash?
Who's in it?
What's the kid's name? Well, what's the guy's name? It's J.K. Simmons.
Oh, he's a drummer?
Yeah, he's not the drummer. He's the teacher, and then the drummer.
Oh, please hit me with that one.
You've never seen it?
I keep seeing little clips of it all the time.
That's it.
That's when he throws the stuff and makes the dude cry.
Yep.
Done.
That's it.
Done.
I
never knew what the name of it was.
Whiplash. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me talk about this real quick. So, a lot of my friends hate this movie because we're musicians, and it is very inaccurate when it comes to like music and how things function.
Okay.
But here's the thing that I always tell people: even though it's not good when you look at it through the eyes of a musician, it's still an amazing movie. It's more like a sports movie, actually, if you kind of get into that mindset.
Is it like a Drumline type thing?
What do you mean by
Drumline?
that? I do remember Drumline.
Yeah, where like I don't know how accurate Drumline is when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of
like
that.
You know who to root for, when to root for them. Like you see the arc.
This is a good, especially for a person who's not a musician. Oh my god, this movie's so good. Yeah, that's the assignment.
That's
the reason I gravitate. What?
That's in your top 10?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have my top 10 and then like 20 movies that flirt with that line.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Because in high school our band director was like really intense, not abusive like he is in the movie. But
it's pretty real.
No, dude, I will never forget this. We were in jazz band, which is like first period in high school. So it's like fucking 8 a.m. or whatever, 7:30. And this dude rides us, dude. Like he expects excellence, perfection, you know? So you could tell he's in a fucking bad mood. He comes out, doesn't say a word, and then we just start playing. And I guess we were playing like shit that day. Oh my God, I'll never forget this. And he's like telling us out of tune, blah, blah, blah. And then we're playing. Usually he'll stop us and tell us like, you fucking suck or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're playing and like shit, I guess. And he just picks up his stool and just throws it across the room. And it fucking slams into the wall and breaks.
Yeah.
And then it's like poetry because there's like this jazz plaque on the wall that just falls into the trash can.
Okay.
And then he storms to his office, trips on the step, and slams his door. Fucking like breaks his door, dude. It was amazing. And
he still works there?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like in today's day and age, I don't think he gets away with that.
He brings
right?
in the money.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Brings in the money.
I guess.
We win every competition. It's like very similar in premise to this movie.
Yeah.
Because I think like, I don't know, man. Do you have to be a dick to be great? I don't know.
I think like, there are more great dicks in the world than nice ones.
Yeah?
I think so.
Can I quote you on that?
Yeah.
There are more great dicks in the world than nice ones.
We can workshop it. There are more great dicks in the world. Yeah, I think that makes sense. There are more.
It makes sense.
There are more great dicks in the world than great nice ones. Right?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
You got your Steve Jobs. You got your Elon Musk.
If I clip that, it sounds like something else.
I think the people that are like
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know.
You have Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
who's just an asshole,
Yeah.
but does that.
Scott Forstall, also asshole.
But
And-
yeah, you look at like pick a fucking coach,
Yeah.
Bill Belichick, dick.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
probably the wrong thing to bring up with you, but you know, dude, I'm telling you, man, you don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have to be just heartless, obsessed?
Maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know.
band teachers, man.
Band teachers are crazy. They can be crazy. I don't know, man. When it comes to music, and this is why, like, I don't know. For me, like, when you go to college for music, man, it's so sad because you start resenting it. You'll see in this movie, dude, because you just
Okay.
start seeing how good everyone else is. You start beating yourself up. You start working an unhealthy amount to try to strive for this unobtainable fucking objective of
I
perfection.
quit.
People do quit.
Yeah, like when I
if
saw
you-
how good like people like animated things
Yeah,
and stuff, I'm like,
yeah.
I will never make it.
Yeah, but
in this
imagine
industry.
if you have the drive and willpower
Yeah.
up against the unobtainable. That's when you just drive yourself crazy. It's dude, I can't wait for you to watch this. It's
Everything I've seen of it, because
interesting.
I've seen clips here and there,
Yeah.
but like
it
I
got
was,
an Oscar. It got I think J.K. Simmons got an Oscar for it. He's amazing. Everything he does is amazing.
Yeah.
But all right, that's your assignment.
Man, I think you will like Mad Max, but it's like it's a weird movie. Like
Yeah?
I'll be very interested. Like cinematography wise and stuff. Like I think you're gonna like it. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen things of it, and I know there was so much hype. I remember when it came out, man. Talk about McDonald's. There's like a Mad Max Happy Meal, and that's when you know you made it. You know what I mean?
I think it has a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Let me see it. Let's check our little
Yeah.
IMDb spot check here for both of our assignments this week to see
Yeah.
where we're sitting at.
No, and this is me. Like I literally just watched it.
Yeah.
And it's like the way it's shot and just the idea that like this entire movie is literally you're just getting chased in a desert.
Yeah.
It's just cars.
Is it
in a
like
desert.
Borderland vibes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Whiplash is an 8.5, which is very solid.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean this has to have a 9 then.
Yeah. 2015. 8.1.
8.1. Is that audience?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Still
that's-
good.
It's real good. Yeah.
Still good.
Charlize Theron has to be. That's her name.
I don't know.
The main. That's
Should've
Furiosa.
I should have looked. Furiosa.
Yeah.
That's her name in the movie.
Yeah.
It's an interesting name.
Yeah.
Furiosa.
She's badass.
Wingardium Furiosa.
She's missing an arm.
Is badass.
She's a cool, like prosthetic robot arm.
What did you say the name was?
Charlize Theron.
Charlize.
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 Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah. Like a
Theron
guard.
guard.
Yeah.
Top 5 oh shit enemies.
Yeah.
It is.
It's up there.
You get hit with a torque bow.
I
What's
was-
the first thing that comes out of your mouth? That's
I know,
all I'm saying.
I know we're jumping topics, but I was actually going to ask you if you had any desire to play Gears of War.
Which one?
I don't know. Pick one.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, not to, again, I guess we can just keep going and segue, but like I started playing Atomic Heart
Yeah.
and it's running on Unreal 4.
Okay.
And I'm like, Gears of War is running on Unreal 4 too.
Okay.
Gears of War looks a lot better. Gears of War looks real good.
Visually.
Yeah. Yeah. Atomic Heart, like all the screenshots and everything, I'm like, this thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
And like in practice, I really don't like that game.
Wow.
I'm gonna force it through just to get to like a place where I can like it's a little less like tutorial-y and like a
Yeah.
little more open.
Sure.
But like the way it's rendered is just bad. Like the reflections are popping in and like the shadows are all flat and different things. I have to actually go on and see if Digital Foundry did something on there yet.
They did.
Did they?
Yep.
For PC?
Yep.
Okay, so I gotta check that out.
Consoles versus PC or something.
Like
I don't know.
like stuff like is like my frame rate just tanks, but like not really. So it's hard to describe. Like Sea of Thieves does this where like if it's so far away from you, your like whatever's animated is like half speed. So anything in your immediate field of view and anything that's like close to you within maybe like, let's say like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet is running at like 165 frames and stuff. But as it goes further and further away, it's like choppy as heck. And it's so bizarre. And for having everything maxed out, it shouldn't do that. And it's driving me insane. And I think the dialogue, like everyone's given Forspoken such a bad rap for dialogue.
Yeah.
The little that I've seen of Forspoken dialogue, it is like freaking William Shakespeare wrote that game compared to
Really?
Atomic Heart. Yeah.
That's a claim.
I haven't heard a line from Atomic Heart yet that I didn't cringe at.
Wow.
And it's not even necessarily like the writing, it's just the way it's delivered and like everything about like I hate it. I hate it. And there's no way to change it. Like you can change the language, like you could literally change it to like Russian.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, Zach told me to put it on Russian.
Yeah.
But like then the whole game's in Russian. Like your menu, like your like everything's Russian. I can't read Russian, Zach. So unless I'm just dumb and missing it,
you
yeah,
can't
like
get English subtitles.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't find it because it said the only options are subtitles, yes or no. What language do you want for the game? And it's like, okay, I'll put it on. And I don't even know if I put it on Russian because it's on English. And if you swipe over one way, it looks kind of Russian-y. And then if you swipe over the other way, also looks like Russian. I don't know what the difference is between the two.
Can you tell we're American?
Yeah, because it says English. Oh, you're saying how we're talking?
We don't know anything. Yeah,
I know English, and then it's either Russian or something.
Yeah,
and then I'm guessing Chinese.
Good guess.
I don't know.
Fair guess.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it should be like
it's a cool setting.
Yeah,
but like, I mean, the whole beginning was maybe like a 15, 20-minute introduction where it's like you're just like slowly walking and doing all this stuff. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, BioShock crashed your plane in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And in like the next 2 minutes, you're in an underwater city with something stalking you and you have electricity you're shooting out and you're doing all like you're sneaking up on like it was so much more engaging and so much cooler within like literally 10 minutes. Like maybe less.
That's one of the best introductions in games, man.
I think it might be the best.
That's
I can't think of a better one.
That's a great top 5. Yeah, the atmosphere of the original BioShock, dude, where you're like going down that elevator and then you're seeing like this
with the monologue
society.
Is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so good.
That is so good. The wrench, you get the wrench.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Beat the shit out of some.
The entire
monster.
thing is terrifying. And you have a wrench and you have your first power within the first 10 minutes of the game.
You like inject yourself. Like this radio is like, dude, just stick this needle in your arm. You'll shoot fire.
And you just kind of like walk around, do different. This game is literally you have a glove and your glove is talking to you. How is that any different from Forspoken? And like, I don't know. And granted, I'm not far. I've maybe played maybe an hour.
I think it's not that this means anything, right? It shouldn't shape our mindset of any property, but I think OpenCritic has it at like a 74.
No,
which is a blue guy.
Yeah, but like 70, like 7s. I've played plenty of 7s that I'm like, oh, I actually really enjoy this.
Yeah, I feel like you get in the 7s, it's like kind of a coin flip whether you'll enjoy it or not. It may be more niche audience.
Yeah. I think
but if it's like in the 90s, it's got to be like legendary, right?
Well, that's the thing is like deep down, I'm like, okay, Metroid Prime Remastered is singing at 95.
Well, that's
like people are like they are hard for it's sold out. Like you actually can't get the game unless you get it digitally. This is what
like OpenCritic's very. I don't put all my stock into it, right? Because you have these games. I'm not saying Metroid Prime doesn't deserve to be that, but if we look at the 2022 Hall of Fame. Right?
They just updated it, I think.
Just did update. Anyways, it's like God of War.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, obviously.
Right.
But then you have like Frosted Donuts or whatever.
Yeah.
At like 1 or 2 points lower.
But
several points higher.
But Frosted Donuts did exactly what it set out to do.
Several points higher than Horizon.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But I think less people actually reviewed Frosted Donuts too.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
You have 1 million reviews for Horizon, so your overall average is going to go down.
Yeah.
And you have this niche category of Frosted Donuts,
So
which
what
is
do you-
it's
what
a
do you
great
do
puzzle
then?
game, but there has to be. This is the same problem. I've talked about this before with like IMDb or My Anime List, whatever group rating you have.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be a formula for overall volume and average score. Because obviously, if you have millions of votes on something, the average score is going to go down because you're going to get a more realistic average
Yeah.
of what the overall community
But
thinks.
that's the crazy thing with that is as we're looking at things like I mean, what did we we reviewed Dead Space and not Atomic Heart, Hi-Fi Rush, right?
and Hogwarts.
But like
yeah.
all of those were higher whenever we were playing them, and then if you look at the scores now, they've all gone down.
Yes.
So it's
More
like,
volume, the
right?
more
But-
down to earth it's going to get.
But Metroid Prime went up.
But how many reviews does Metroid Prime have versus...
I don't know, but what the thing that kind of makes me sit up and look at it, and I'm not saying like even IGN is like the end all be all.
Let me take a look.
But when IGN is coming out and saying, "Hey, it's a 10,"
yeah.
like it's a masterpiece.
Like I said, Metroid Prime could be different. I'm not saying that's...
But do you see what I'm saying? Where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I could be beating my head against the. So you know what made me
Metroid
actually
Prime
quit?
actually has a lot of reviews.
Yeah, oh yeah, but it's a Nintendo game.
True.
You know what made me quit Atomic Heart is it's like a weird, which you're gonna love this. There's a platforming piece where it's like you
Great.
jump on this pipe and you're like climbing, like slowly climbing across a thing, and then you do that thing where you like, oh, you have to jump to the next thing, so your arm kind of reaches out saying like, oh, you can jump there, so you jump there, and I just miss it, and I just fall, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so then I climb back up, do it again. I'm like, okay, let me get even closer, like as close as I can, jump. It kind of like glitches a little bit, fall. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's a yellow beam and there's another yellow beam. You know how they paint everything that you're supposed to climb on a different color? So it's like, I did it maybe 2-3 times, kept dropping like I'm just an idiot. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I'll come back to this maybe. Like, there's too many other like games out, like Metroid. I still got to finish... whatchamacallit, the Fire Emblem. Like there's other stuff out there that I'm like, I'll play that. But
Yeah.
you need to start it and you need to kind of maybe pull me along and see if you like it. But
Yeah, I'm really encouraged to do so now
I
after
don't,
that.
look, man, you might be a little bit like, I think the setting's cool. Like I like the old like 1920s, like kind of futuristic stuff where, we have all this crazy technology, but we're still using like typewriters,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I like
It's
that.
a cool setting.
It's a little bizarre. And when you put it up against, like, and look, I understand it's not BioShock, but you're literally in a city in the clouds. Like it's BioShock.
Yeah. No,
like the
100%.
first power up you get is literally shock.
Yep.
It's BioShock.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just not
I
good.
agree. I agree. That was the comparison made immediately when people saw it, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to
you're not going to get away from that.
I'm trying to think of like the voice, what's closest to it, where people are just rolling their eyes at this guy just being like, "Oh, f yeah, man," or "Oh," it's like the 1920s, and it's like, "Oh, dickhead." Like, how is that a 1920s express? Am I just not understanding?
I feel like these type of games, like, I mean, you don't want to copy BioShock, obviously, but having the silent protagonist in that is so powerful for that type of game because it adds to the intrigue
Yeah.
and mystery of it.
just have your glove talk.
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
it.
dude, I don't know. The fact that you're in Rapture
Mm-hmm.
and you're seeing all this crazy shit and you're not saying a word
Yeah,
and everything's just being, I don't know. It's because I know you don't like that most of the time because it's like, oh, you're supposed to put yourself in the game and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think in that instance I'm putting myself as that character. More like it's just mysterious, I guess. Like we don't know. Like we're just
Yeah.
consuming all this information instead of like having our opinion in here. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Or
no, it completely does. And I am of the mindset that I think that having a silent protagonist, at least back in the 360 era, was more lazy than, not lazy, but like cheaper, right? Like it was okay, we just don't have to do that. Because I love the like Geralt, Aloy, like having a character that you can actually be like, oh, this is her personality, this is his personality.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go with this and kind of like Commander Shepard.
Yep.
If Commander Shepard was a silent protagonist, that game falls apart.
100%,
right?
Yeah.
So for that, I completely agree with Atomic Heart. Like it could do yes, just kill dialogue, like no dialogue, just go through and see what's up. One thing with that, you weren't a big Destiny 2 guy, right? But Destiny 2, you're a silent protagonist the whole time, right? And this new one, or maybe the first one, you were a silent protagonist or something happens. And I don't remember if it's an expansion or actually Destiny 2, but for the first time you hear like, I don't know, like the big boss or whatever, your character for the first is just like, this guy's mine. And just walks out and you're just like, I just talked. Like it was like the coolest thing ever. Yeah, it was like it was a super cool moment. That stuff's cool. Or like every time Master Chief talks, it was cool because like you know he can, but he just doesn't need to.
Except in the newest one, he talks way too much.
Oh yeah,
it's still a good game.
Infinite.
I like Infinite quite a bit, but no, I totally. I remember that kind of reminds me of like Modern Warfare, like the old ones, where you play as Soap in the first game.
Yeah.
And then when you see him in the second game and you're like on a mission with you, you're like, oh, dude, that's the guy I played.
Yeah.
It was like super cool. So, no, I got you. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
Me
yeah,
neither.
like Atomic Heart was just like, that opening was rough. It was rough. I really want you to try it because maybe you'll be like, hey, get past falling. Or
make
typically
me
I'm
be the
I was
guinea
going to say,
pig.
typically I'm better at the platforming stuff anyway, so I don't know.
Terrible platforming. You've seen me quit games over it.
It looks fine, but the screenshots are deceiving. Like I thought it was going to be like a looker.
Yeah.
This, it's like
I'll have to watch. I saw the Digital Foundry video come up on my feed, and I did not get a chance to watch it. But maybe
I'll have to check that out. Yeah,
give us some insight into what's going on.
Like I said, it ran fine.
Yeah,
and maybe I'm crazy, but I thought they were supposed to have ray tracing. I could not find ray tracing anywhere. And that was one where they were like, hey, this is a big like ray tracing game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. We have like polls and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, we do have polls.
Yeah.
We had 2 polls. And what's funny about these polls is I believe, don't quote me on this, it was our largest poll ever, like the most participation, followed by the absolute least participation we've ever received. Our entire life, in my entire life.
You want to do the last one first?
Yeah, sure. So, context behind this: I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I just had this epiphany of like this poll idea, and I had these like 4 just random.
You said poll idea breathlessly, like Mark Wahlberg.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You're like, I just had this like poll idea, and you said it like Mark Wahlberg would.
I am Mark Wahlberg.
All right, I could see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in our movie story, he's gonna play me.
You are is it Seinberg? Andy Samberg. You're Seinfeld? Samberg?
Andy Samberg.
You're Andy Samberg
would
doing a Mark Wahlberg.
I see. Yeah.
You would be playing Andy Samberg playing Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
What's up, dog? How you doing? Say hi to your mother for me.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, that's funny.
You had a dream.
No, it's not a dream. I just woke up and I just like had this idea. I was like, dude, this is so funny. This is gonna be a great poll.
Yeah.
And what the poll is like these 4 stupid random ideas. That's like the question is, what's the best movie premise out of these stupid ideas?
Okay.
And I thought it was so funny, and like it was gonna be great. And then nobody voted on it. Like 3. It was 2, and I think you're one of them.
I might have been. I voted this
now
morning.
It's 3. And it totally just fucking no one gave a shit about it.
They were wild, man. Like
they were wild.
Yeah.
I thought it would be good. I was wrong.
What are the options?
Okay, the options are dinosaur zombies, flame donkey, super duper nova, talking egg roll.
Yeah.
That's the movie premise.
That's a big spread.
It's a spread. Yeah. I thought it was genius. I really did. I thought this might be our one that goes viral. I thought it. It's 2:30. I was like, dude, this might get a million views, a million votes.
My buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wrong.
What did you want on that?
3 are tied.
What's your pick?
I kind of like Super Duper Nova. That one made me
That's
giggle.
what I picked. Yeah.
I'm such an idiot.
Do you know? So you know Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a thing.
What?
Where we're looking at that, and you know how people were expecting it to just explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, it
I
won't hurt us,
see.
but like
Yeah.
is going to like flood us with gamma radiation. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
it wipes everything out on Earth, and
Yeah.
it's like 700 times bigger than our sun. So like you're done. Like it's not.
Wait, it's
even
called a
thing.
Super Duper Nova?
No, but it,
Oh.
it would go nova and
Oh. Yeah.
blow up and stuff like that.
You're saying that's what the movie would be?
Yeah, but
Oh.
if it could actually hurt, so it's far enough away that
Yeah.
even if it explodes, we
Yeah.
would see it and it would be as big and bright as our moon,
Yeah.
right? For like,
Are you talking about real shit?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh.
So that's why I picked it because I'm just like, oh, I just watched this on
I
my
see.
space channel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
but that could be something where it's like, oh, it's actually close enough, and that could
Yeah.
ruin Earth.
And then
like,
we have
what
to
would
blow
you
up
do?
a
Yeah.
meteor to save Earth. Yeah. That sounds good.
I don't, you can't. But that's the scary bit is you can't do anything.
Unless Superman exists.
What do you do? No, Superman can't. Superman dies.
No,
you
he
kidding
doesn't.
me?
What?
Are you kidding
Are
me?
you kidding me?
Superman flying into a red sun? He has no power. Beetlejuice is red.
Uh-oh.
You got nothing.
We don't have anything.
The red sun of Krypton.
Thanos?
Yeah, Thanos.
The Reality Stone?
Dude, Superman rips Thanos' arms off and just beats him with it. You kidding me?
Yeah, but the
That's-
Infinity Stones are strong enough to prevent that.
Are they magic? I guess.
Dude,
I guess
the
they're magic.
Reality Stone is the most broken thing ever.
Yeah, but then if you watch
Or the
Loki,
Time Stone,
yeah,
and
but
you just fucking reverse it
Loki
so that.
just has them in drawers. You just go to a different universe, and they don't mean anything.
Okay, so yeah, then so does the supernova means nothing. They just press a button on their computer. I don't,
I guess,
I
sure.
don't fucking know.
No, that's the scary bit though. It's not like an asteroid coming to Earth where you're just like, oh, let's nuke it and we're good.
It's just collateral.
It's literally
yeah.
just gamma radiation. Like, what do you do? Like,
The Hulk,
hey,
isn't the Hulk
this
gamma
blows up.
radiation?
Yeah.
We all turn into the Hulk, maybe?
Oh, can you imagine? Like,
No.
truly Planet Hulk?
No.
Like,
I cannot
that's
imagine. That
gone.
sounds
Oh
awful.
man.
That sounds really bad.
Yeah. Who wins in that?
Me.
Do you think so? Okay, how does the Hulk manifest itself? So, for instance, like you get Hulk powers,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
John Cena gets Hulk powers.
Yep.
Is the Hulk layered onto John Cena's physique, or do you see what I'm saying?
Is
like,
it
are you
a
equal?
Captain America
Like
situation?
your heart, like your kind of inner power.
Yeah. Is it a Captain America situation where if you take someone who's already physically capable, it's too much and they die? Where you need someone weak and scrawny like Steve Rogers, and then you turn him into a super soldier because it's that perfect amount of.
Is that what that is?
I thought so. That's how I always
Oh,
imagined
I thought it was just like your will, like you're just like your
that plays
your
a factor,
goodness
but
or
it's
whatever.
like he turns from this scrawny guy into this buff machine, dude.
Yeah.
So what if you're already buff? It'd be like too much, and then your heart would blow up.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's never gonna
John
happen.
Cena
so.
and Peter Dinklage are walking down the street,
Right.
And they get smacked with gamma radiation.
Yeah.
Are they equal Hulks, or are they just increase in size relative to their human size?
I don't know. That's a fascinating. That could potentially be our essay of the week.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at She-Hulk, I mean, she's just kind of just bigger,
Yeah.
but like still, she's not as big as Hulk,
Right.
you know. But then if you look at Abomination,
Yeah.
he was bigger than the Hulk, I think, in that
believe
movie,
so.
or at least slightly. But like, what's his face is smaller than Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. It's an interesting theory.
Yeah, but anyway, luckily, if Beetlejuice explodes, we should be okay.
We should be okay. We should be okay. We had another poll. I think it was the most voted ever.
Okay,
What kind of tacos are better, hard or soft tacos?
soft tacos.
Soft tacos won at 64% of the vote. Good. I love a soft taco.
Yeah,
not that I'll turn down a hard taco, but the hard taco to me is too messy.
Mm-hmm.
And, once you take that initial bite, it just all,
You gotta put the cheese
structure-
down first.
the structural integrity of the taco just blows up. And then I feel like for me, I just get more on my plate than in my mouth.
You put cheese down first.
Yeah, but just goes flying, dude.
No, you take you heat it up. So
The
you take the
hard taco? Yeah.
you heat it up.
Yeah.
Put the cheese in.
Yep.
So the real way to do it,
Okay.
put the cheese in.
Yep.
Heat it up.
Yep.
Cheese melts.
Yep.
Now you have a kind of base, like a adhesive base.
Yeah.
That then now you can eat it and it won't break. I mean, it'll obviously crumble, but the cheese holds it all. It's like the glue.
The cheese is the glue.
Yeah, the cheese.
Or
glue.
you could just have a soft taco and not have to.
Yeah,
deal
no,
with any
soft
of that.
taco is just
It's the better
better
way to go. So
Yeah.
I'm glad my faith is restored in humanity.
Yeah.
And that is the dichotomy between the two poles.
You take taco over, or you like a burrito, or you quesadilla.
Burrito.
That's the pole. That's the pole.
That's the pole. I think I asked that before in Cinco de Mayo last year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
burrito, taco, enchilada. It was like,
that
four
sounds-
main
yeah,
Mexican
that sounds
cuisine.
right,
I forget
yeah.
what one. I think it was a burrito. I'd
Yeah.
have to go back and look. Can we look at our past polls? I was trying to filter by just the polls.
I think
I'll have to experiment.
You probably need to do like a couch company #couch company poll or something.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to experiment with that. But
We need a social media expert to come in and just manage.
yeah. But yeah, those were our two polls. Our biggest followed by
Yeah.
our least.
Yeah, that's all right.
Hey. You
I
gotta
saw
try.
I saw Anna came in for the hot dog conversation from last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did we
it
talk
was
about the
just
hot
like-
dog conversation?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Where
but she was just absolutely not. Like she was very strong.
yeah,
on the-
very not. I think the premise makes sense. It's meat, in a U-shaped
Yeah.
bun.
Well, I think
or
it's important
bread.
to note that it wasn't like a yes or no thing. Like she commented and was just like I can't just vote.
Right.
I need to.
That's the passion I need in my life,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I need people to comment and tell me that. Well, I wasn't taking a stance. I was asking the
Yeah,
audience.
I just want to know.
But I appreciate the comments.
Yeah.
It always feels good to get a comment.
I can't wait till we start doing like, hey, Democrat or Republican.
That seems like not a good idea.
No, you don't think?
I might do Is Life Meaningless?
Oh,
Now we're getting somewhere.
yeah. Jim Carrey had a good thing on sadness and depression. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He was like on a talk show or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of just going off saying like sad is just like this kind of momentary, like, hey, somebody died, you're sad about it, and
Right.
things like that. And depression is like, I'm tired of being this person that you've kind of put to the world.
Yeah.
Somehow that's struck, and maybe it's like, oh, am I depressed? Like, but that's an interesting way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into it, but I was just like,
It's like a micro macro situation.
Yeah, it's just like I could see where depression is just like you just feel backed into a corner of like it goes beyond just being sad.
Right. Yeah. Like a hopelessness or.
Yeah. I don't want to end on this. I don't know where where I was going with that, but
Are you depressed, Tyler?
So that's the thing is like my quick reaction is yeah, but at the same time it's like, am I, or is this like I'm just bummed out or I'm sad or whatever, or can I like just do something about it? I don't know.
Yeah. The thing you have to
According to
consider.
TikTok, I have ADHD, depression,
Oh,
OCD,
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah. TikTok's
It's bad.
probably right about
bad.
everything.
I should kill my TikTok.
I'm really glad that
Yeah.
sentence ended that way.
My TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I should
TikTok,
delete
like I
it.
said,
And
dude, to bring it full circle, TikTok is the end of society.
I made 6 TikToks. I think
You made some TikToks?
4 or 5 TikToks. Yeah, I just
Really?
whistle. Yeah, whistle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need to find those.
Whistle. Like Aladdin.
I love Aladdin.
Yeah.
Great movie. Top 10. Not top 10.
Beach
but
Boys.
Beach Boys?
Yeah, better than the Beatles. I believe that though.
I know you do. I know you do.
I'm not saying they're a more successful band or anything like that because that's not even close. But for me, listening to music, boy, would I love to listen to some Beach Boys or go to a Beach Boys concert over some Beatles. Eating an Eggo.
I appreciate you guys making it this far in the episode. We will be returning next week.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Oh, it's over.
Oh,
I can't.
okay.
I can't continue this podcast.
We gotta at least finish to 90. I think we're at 87.
No, This is the end of the episode.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm kidding. I thought this was podcast over.
No, this is podcast over this week. That's why I said we'll be back next week.
Okay, this week. I got you.
Did I not just say we'll be back next week? Am I crazy?
No, you did. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
for my hot take on Beach Boys,
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna like nuke the podcast completely.
No.
Okay, well that's good.
No. Because I can make you watch whatever I want.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I can make you suffer.
Why?
In ways that you've never
Have I made you
dreamed-
suffer yet?
No.
Is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen suffering?
No.
There you go.
I'm
You've made
I'm
me
the villain.
suffer. Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I'm the villain.
You've made me suffer.
Every story needs a villain.
I'm very interested if you like Mad Max or not. I think
I'll
you'll
probably like
appreciate
it. I
the
like
art.
Borderlands. I
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but it's not
Tom Hardy.
Borderlands. It is.
but it's not.
It's
the environment of it.
Yeah, it's sand.
It's not like the humor though.
It's sand, dude.
It's coarse and rough.
They had to find a place that had no vegetation.
Where did they shoot
It was like in Africa.
Wow.
Like they went to the bottom of Africa, and it was like, I think it starts with a Z. I was watching a documentary on it. And
Zimbabwe?
It was like, no, it was like
Zanzibar?
no,
Zanzania?
Zanzania. Somehow,
Santa Frisco?
No,
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
but they were trying to get that movie made for a while.
Zimbabwe?
No, it's something that you wouldn't. Zanzania is the closest one that you said, but no,
I think it's Tanzania, but
it is, but it's not. That's what I mean. Like that's closest to where they shot, but that's not the name.
Zanor?
Nope. You're not gonna get it.
Zippy?
Okay. Jonah Hill.
All right, well, that's all we have. And check us out, couchcompany.games. Everything's on there.
Yeah.
Why are you not on there right now? You can read a review. You can see our top 5 list.
Yep.
You can watch another episode.
Mm-hmm.
And by watch, I mean listen to. Unless you go to YouTube, then you can watch it.
Mhm.
And then go to @CouchCoGames on Twitter. Vote on my polls so I don't cry like I did with my genius that was never realized. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, you gotta go for it sometimes. I don't care.
No, I appreciate it. I'm gonna wake up at 2 a.m. at some point and
Yep.
just put something on Twitter.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, and we will see you same time, same place next week. Thanks for joining us on the couch. Peace.